Good morning. This is May the 22nd, Wednesday 2024. And Prasamsa Bosnit and me, Divakar sir, we are going to present on the essay. She is presenting, I might comment. And Prasamsa, we are being filmed, and this video goes on Facebook. It also goes on YouTube, and people watch. Is okay?
Yes.
Okay. So let me recap what we were doing last time. I guess I should take a pen. Pen. So yesterday, Prasamsa, if I remember, she covered about 6 or 7 paragraphs where she talked about how the world is shrinking, and then she talked about the purpose of this essay. Then she talked about the 2 criteria on which we evaluate social behavior, and she talked about appropriateness. Then she talked about effectiveness, and then she talked about 4 styles of intercultural communication, right? And this is where we left the class, and today we'll listen her further. So Prasamsa, you can go on.
Good morning, everyone. Today I will continue what was left before. Our model of intercultural competence was left yesterday. First paragraph tells about fragmented model, literature summarization, example of skill list, lack of integration, and practical difficulties. Fragmented model means existing model or intercultural competence are fairly fragmented. And when we talk about...
Okay, good. You made a very good point. Let me write. Wait a minute. You said
existing models
of...
intercultural competence.
Don't make noise. Intercultural...
competence.
Wait a minute. Communication competence.
Communication competence.
Communication...
competence are fairly fragmented.
Competence are...
fairly fragmented.
fairly...
fragmented.
fragmented. Okay. So, the first paragraph in that section, the first sentence says that the existing models of intercultural communication competence are fragmented. She correctly got the claim. Go on.
Second point is literature summarization.
What is that?
This means typically literature is reviewed and list of skills, abilities, and attitudes are formulated to summarize the findings.
I have a question. You read, fine. What do you understand with literature summarization or literature review in research? We are reading a research paper, right? What are we reading? We are reading a research paper. Let me write here. We are reading research. Though this is an introduction to a big book, but in a sense, this is a sort of research paper. It's an article. So we're reading research, and you said you use the word literature review. And can you explain what does literature review mean?
Like summary of any kind of things.
Okay. Literature review is summary of what?
Any certain topics.
Any certain topic. So the topic in this essay is intercultural communication competence. What is the topic in this essay? Intercultural communication competence is the topic. Now my question is, what is literature review? And you said this is summarization of a topic. So here literature review is summarization of what is written about intercultural communication competence. Now, when you say that you summarize, when you review literature, whose ideas do you summarize? Your ideas or other people's ideas? You are a researcher. And you are going to write a book on intercultural communication competence. And now you say that first I start by summarizing on intercultural competence. Now my question is, Do you summarize your views on intercultural communication competence, or do you summarize other people's views on intercultural communication competence?
Other person.
Other people's, right? You said. So, you summarize other people's ideas, right? So, now, you said other people. In the language of research, we don't call them other people. In the language of research, when you read research, you should learn language of research. In the language of research, we don't call other people. What do we call them? We call them researchers. We call them
Researchers.
researchers. So, when we do research, we read research done by other people, right? And as he said, we summarize what other people have said. Can you give an example from paragraph 1? How does this writer summarize what other people have said? From paragraph 1. Try. You can. For example, let me show you. In the paragraph first, what the first sentence? Let me read. You follow your book. It says, most existing models of intercultural competence have been fairly fragmented. Full stop, right? That sentence, right? Do you see before full stop, there is a bracket? Is there? Is there?
Yes.
Hello? Is there a bracket? What is written inside the bracket?
Lustig and Spitzberg.
Lustig and Spitzberg, comma, 1993, semicolon, Martin, comma, 1993, bracket close, full stop. What is that information? You can also tell. What is that information? What do you call that information in the bracket?
Researchers.
We call that as, in the language of research, we call that as
Review.
in-text citation. What do we call it?
In-text citation.
Listen carefully. We are trying our best to make you understand research. We call it in-text citation. Break it down and write in-text citation. In-text citation. Now what does it mean? What does cite mean? C-I-T, cite. What does it mean? S-I-T-E, site means any place, construction site. S-I-T-E, site means a place of construction, for example, construction site. What does C-I-T, site mean? As a verb. If you cite something or someone, you bring them as an evidence or as a proof or as an example to support what you are saying. I repeat, if you cite a person, if you cite a book, if you cite a research paper, you are bringing that paper, person, book to prove what you are saying. And you are also saying that this is not my idea. For example, here in the bracket, what names are given? First name is Lustig. What is the first name? What is the second name? Spitzberg. What is the third name? Martin. And if you come to the end of this page, just a minute, let me show you. Do you have the book? Let me turn the pages. Let's read the end of this paper in the book. Yes. Go to the section in your essay which is titled as references. Did you find? Go to the section titled as references. Did you find the section references? So Lustig begins with L. Can somebody find their full name in this MW. Lustig, MW, and Spitzberg, BH. Spitzberg, BH. This is their full name. This is their full name. And read it. 1990. Methodological issues in the study of intercultural communication competence in R.L. Wiseman and J. Oster editors. Intercultural communication competence, page 153 to 163, Newbury Park, CA says. Can we display that here? Minimize paper. We need to understand these things, okay? Have patience, we'll do it slowly. So the minimize and to this.
Nice one.
Oh, it's my glasses, not your glasses. Right? And these are power glasses. Have patience, please.
Yes,
Because we are reading something very serious, and this is a piece of academic reading, academic writing. So it is serious. It requires serious attention.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Don't worry.
Okay,
That will
sir.
move ahead after understanding. Face our audience, don't face them. Okay, so we were talking about the opening sentence, right? From the essay, which says that the existing models of intercultural communication competence are fragmented, right? Open one, oh. Time lagger? Okay, try. Nothing. Scroll down. This is. Okay, wait. पहले यही रखो उसको PowerPoint खोलो. ये माथि PowerPoint खोलो. Okay, we'll continue. Thank you. So we were talking about literature summarization, right?
Yes.
And I said literature. We said literature review means summarizing what other writers have said. And as an example, I said the first sentence of this essay does that summarization. For example, the sentence that existing models of intercultural communication are fragmented. Is this idea this writers or other writers? Is this idea this writer's idea or other writer's idea? This is other writer's idea. This is the idea of Lustig, Spitzberg, and Martin. So what you learn? In research, you can bring other people's ideas to make your point. I repeat, in research, you can bring other people's ideas to make your point. For example, this writer brings Lustig's idea that models are fragmented to make his point. In a sense, that is review of literature. That is literature summarization. To conclude, literature summarization means summarizing what other people, other writers, other researchers have written on your topic. Okay?
Yes.
Go to the next point.
Examples of skills list. This list includes wide range of skills such as dealing with stress, cultural awareness, empathy, flexibility.
I have a question. Yes. Wait a minute. I have a question to Prasamsa. Wait a minute. Let me come to paragraph. You see, the presenters are being grilled, right? They can't easily escape by just telling what is there. The teachers, okay. So we see that in the first paragraph, particularly in the middle of the paragraph, if you see, the writer presents a list of skills and abilities. Can you, Prasamsa, tell what are these skills and abilities about? Why does he present these skills? Why? He is giving examples of the attitudes and abilities which make you a competent communicator.
Yes.
What makes you a competent communicator? For example, if you can deal with stress, you are a competent communicator. Right now, Prasamsa must be undergoing stress because I am time and again intervening or interfering or raising questions to her.
Yes.
Right? So if you can take this stress normally, you are a good communicator. You have good communication competence. What is the second example? What is the second example of good communication competence? Read the list. Second example.
Cultural awareness.
No. Understanding.
Oh, yes.
Understanding what? Understanding people you are talking to. What is good communication competence? When you talk to people in a meeting, for example, you are in a meeting of 20 people and you are listening to other presenters. You are one of them. So you should have a good understanding of what each person is saying. Then you are a competent communicator. What is the third example?
Consciousness.
Wait, you are missing awareness of culture. What do you mean by this? For example, I am a person from the hills, and suppose I have a speaker from the Tarai, from Madhesi background, for example. Now, the hill culture and Madhesi culture, are they same?
No.
Are they same?
Different.
No.
Very different.
No. So when my counterpart is a Madhesi and I am a Pahadi, for example, we come from two cultures, right? So as a Pahadi speaker, I should have a good understanding of Madhesi culture. Then only I'll properly understand why they are saying what they are
saying.
एक्चुअली उपेन्द्रले भन्नुभयो कि यो तराई मधेसमा झगडा भइरहेको थियो धेरै उहाँले के भन्नुभयो भने ठट्टा गरेर हेर्नुहोस् मधेस त गर्मी ठाउँ हो मधेसहरू गरम भइहाल्छन् भन्नुभयो झगडा भइरहेको थियो के भइरहेको थियो सो आई सुड नो इफ आई नो द कल्चर अफ माई काउन्टरपार्ट I will have a better communication ability. What's the next point?
Cautiousness.
Cautiousness. What is cautiousness? Explain. What do you mean by cautiousness?
Like being aware what is happening.
Okay. For example, sirs, what's your name? Aniruddha. What's your name? So I came to you. I came to Aniruddha and
Others.
I went to them because I saw that while we were explaining, they were not paying attention to us. They were talking among themselves. That is called cautiousness. That is called
Cautiousness.
you become very careful what is happening in the surroundings where you are communicating. As a teacher, I was communicating to you, we were communicating to you, and we found they were not paying attention, and we intervened. Right? If I ignore, and if we let them talk like that, we are not a competent communicator. A good communicator controls the surrounding and reduces disturbance. Right? A poor communicator says nothing when there is disturbance. What is the next point?
Charisma.
Charisma. What is charisma? What is charisma? You say, oh, what a charisma she has. What a Hrithik Roshan has wonderful charisma as a person. What is charisma?
Personality,
The
character.
aura of your personality. Charisma is the impression that your personality makes, right? So a competent communicator has appealing personality, right? What is the next point?
Cooperation.
Cooperation. What does it mean?
Cooperation means like helping hand.
Look, right now I asked a question, then I waited for an answer.
Yes.
Cooperation is when you
Understanding
are
each other.
having a conversation, when you are talking to people, you must respect the counterpart. You must listen to them carefully. And when they are saying something, you must give them time to finish their point. You should never intervene while your counterpart is saying something. We have this habit. Have you seen Nepali people? When you're having a chit chat over a coffee table, you say something, and before you complete, somebody intervenes, and you can't finish what you're saying. And there is a noise. Have you seen? So, what is cooperation? Allow your counterpart to finish their point. What is cooperation? Carefully listen to what people are saying. What is cooperation? Do not speak without understanding their point. The next word is
Conversational management.
conversational
Management.
management. What is conversational management? For example, in conversation, there is something alita sauta camera pichima. In conversation, there is something known as turn taking. Like I say something, then she says something, then you say something. We should understand that when I say something, they need to listen. When they say something, I need to listen. There are cues in conversation. Like look my hand gesture. There are verbal cues, non-verbal cues, body language, posture, gesture. All these together make the meaning. What is the next word?
Empathy.
Empathy. What is empathy?
Feeling or something. Putting.
Feeling of?
Putting.
Yes, let me listen to what is empathy? Okay, putting yourself in other people's position, right? For example, putting my feet in your shoes. Putting my feet in your shoes to know where the shoe pinches. To know where the shoe. If I imagine being in your position, I will better understand your difficulty. Sometimes you say, "Mere ठाउँमा उभिएर हेर्न." You say to your friend, you say, "Mere ठाउँमा बसेर हेर्न." Then you put right? Right? So what is a competent communicator imagines the place of the counterpart and can anticipate their difficulty, their problems. What is the next word?
Frankness.
Frankness. What does it mean?
Creating a friendly environment.
Yeah, creating a friendly environment. What is the next word?
Next word. Future orientation.
As you communicate, do not dig the past. Rather, focus on the future. They are whistling.
Flexibility.
That's quite interesting. Samyukta is whistling. Good at whistling, right? We are talking such a serious thing, research and communication. And the whistling is also a way of communicating, right? Okay. What is the next word?
Flexibility.
What is flexibility? Don't be rigid. Don't say mero goru ko bari taka. Have compromising attitude. Accept what others are saying, even if you don't like. What is the next word?
Interest.
What does it mean?
Interest.
Show an interest in what people are saying to. How can you do this? By facial expression. तपाईँलाई कुनै कुरा मन परेन अनुहारले थाहा हुन्छ नि, मन परेन फेसले थाहा हुन्छ नि. Then what is the next word?
Managerial ability.
What does it mean?
Having like organizing.
Yeah, manage time, manage place, manage people, manage resources. A good communicator has managerial ability. What is the next word?
Opinion leadership.
What does it mean?
Like taking the opinion of leadership, like having the opinion of leader. Okay.
When you have communication in a group, you offer valuable opinions. And the opinions you offer are so important that gradually you develop as a leader of the group. You develop as the leader of the group. In future, when you go for job, they will place 10 candidates in a group and they will have a debate. People will watch you and they will watch कसले के भन्छ. And if you can give opinions which show direction to the group, you become a leader. Who is the leader? Who is the leader? Someone whose opinions can give proper direction to the group. They are
Leaders.
Leaders' opinions give direction and others follow. What is the next word?
Task persistence.
What does it mean? Task persistence. What does it mean? Task persistence.
Continuity in tasks.
Yesterday I was watching a doctor's video on Facebook and he says, आज भोलिका विद्यार्थीहरूले कन्टिन्युअसली मोबाइलमा स्क्रल गरेर सानो सानो कन्टेन्ट हेर्ने बानीले गर्दाखेरि उनीहरू 10 मिनट 20 मिनट पनि कुनै कुरा ध्यान दिएर सुन्नु पर्यो भने सक्दैन. And he was saying हामीले पढ्ने बेलामा 3-3 घण्टा 4-4 घण्टा पढ्थ्यौं, अरूले पढाएको सुन्न पनि सक्थ्यौं. अहिले विद्यार्थीहरू 20 मिनट सुन्यो भने सक्दैन. Task persistence means your ability to continuously do something for a long time until you finish it. Until you finish it. A good communicator goes on and goes on and goes on until they achieve their purpose. What is the next word?
Self-actualization.
What is that?
Like knowing ourselves, like what I'm doing, it is wrong or right.
Okay, knowing, being self-aware and having a conversation with yourself. Having a conversation with yourself and being quite aware what I'm talking about, what I'm doing, right? And asking, is it okay, is it right, wrong? What is the next word?
Self-confidence.
What does it mean?
Like,
do we look confident in this class or do we look nervous? Hello class. Are we nervous? No, sir. Probably not. Both of us are equally confident. She has confidence because Sir is there to help. I'm confident because she's prepared. Right? Look, she's smiling. We are confident. A competent communicator shows confidence in their talk. What is the next word?
self-disclosure.
What is that? What is self-disclosure?
I hope you will help in this.
Okay, a competent communicator does not cheat, does not deceive, does not hide facts, does not tell lies. They are transparent. They are transparent. They lay their cards clearly on the table. They don't speak undercover. They disclose their motives clearly to the counterpart. Right? पेटमा एउटा कुरा मुखमा एउटा कुरा नगर्ने के ट्रान्सलेट बोले. What is the next word?
Strength of personality.
Strength of personality. Good, competent communicators are properly dressed, well groomed, healthy, have hygienic health, good health, right? They are not lousy, they are not clumsy, and they have very handsome, beautiful, appealing personality. And people feel like talking to them. What were these? We read about 12 examples. What are these about? Characteristics of good communicators. Or characteristics of good communication competence. So because you were talking about examples, right? What is the next point?
Lack of integration.
What is that?
There is no integration or coherence across this list, making it unclear which skills are most important in specific situation or how the skills relate to each other.
Explain that. Because you read, explain. Can you explain what does it mean?
Like it is said that there is no proper integration.
Okay, class, look at me. In the first sentence, pay attention please carefully. In the first sentence, the writer said the models are fragmented. The models are fragmented. Now he says there is a lack of integration. So lack of integration means they are fragmented. Lack of integration means they are fragmented. So he is saying the same main idea in the, he is repeating the main idea, right? Next point.
Practical difficulties.
What are they?
The extensive and complex nature of this list makes them cumbersome and challenging to apply practically, as learning dozens of complex skills to become competent is impracticable.
Okay, move next, Look, academic reading is quite challenging. Academic reading requires serious reading, slow reading, paying attention to each word, talking about each word and analysis. It's not like reading a story, okay? If I was reading a story, we could move very fast. Yes, go on.
Second paragraph is all about...
Wait a minute. Before you move to second paragraph, class, this presenter has missed a point from paragraph 1. She has missed the point. And the point she has missed is given toward the end of the paragraph. So whole class, read the paragraph 1 and find out what points is missing. To guide you, I have a question. Okay, I have a question. This question will guide you. The writer begins by claiming that the writer will find. Wait a minute. Where are my markers? I forgot to put a mark. Existing models of this is the moment I'm furious. I want to pounce like a tiger and snatch you. एकदमै झुट त्यो लेखिरहेको छु नि त्यो सार्ने काम हो तपाईँले त्यो बुझ्ने काम हो म यता फर्क्यो तपाईँ बोल्ने काम होइन कि क्लासरुममा फर्मल सेटिङ हामी लर्निङ गर्न आएको हो नि लर्निङ गर्न विद्यार्थीको पनि कोअपरेसन चाहिन्छ टिचरले पाली बेलामा मात्रै बोल्दैन मैले कुनै कुरा बोल्छु तपाईँले सुन्नु पर्यो कुनै कुरा लेख्छु सार्नु पर्यो बुझ्नु पर्यो कपी गर्नु पर्यो नि मौका बाँकी बोल्यो भने कसरी हुन्छ So, existing models of intercultural communication, competence are fragmented. This is what he says, right? The writer gives 4 examples to support how existing models of communication are fragmented. And your job is, in 5 to 10 minutes, write these 4 examples to show that existing models of intercultural communication are fragmented in 5 minutes. The time starts now. You keep watching them, right? The writer gives 4 examples to prove his point that the existing models of intercultural communication competence are fragmented. I want you to write A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4. What are these 4 examples right now?
Smriti, all the best.
4 examples. She has missed, it's all right. I report that miss. She has missed these 4 examples. Now your job is to find out. We will offer you a chocolate if you can find out. This is the first claimer, right? The first person. She will buy the chocolate for you, not me.
Oh,
So she will buy a good chocolate for you if you buy it. Yeah. She has missed the point.
eclairs, 1 rupees.
So Prasamsa has missed the point, and if you can get the point, she will offer you chocolate.
Don't expect from me.
Very good. Yeah.
Don't expect. Don't expect.
Wait a minute, do the work.
I have said in front of camera, don't
What
expect.
are the 4 reasons the writer offers to support his argument that existing models of intercultural communication competence are fragmented? What are the 4 examples the writer brings to support his argument that existing models of communication competence are fragmented?
Kapal.
What are the 4 examples that the writer brings to support his argument or his claim that the existing models of
Sir,
communication are fragmented?
let's discuss this at last. I will complete.
Please read the end of this first paragraph and tell us.
Sir, we can discuss at last. Let's
You can
keep it.
tell the answer?
Let's discuss at last.
Okay, wait a minute. What's the time?
Time is going to complete.
Do you
So
want to finish it?
yes.
Okay, so as Prasamsa says, that becomes your home assignment.
Yes.
I will continue, okay?
Yes.
Very happy. Very happy. We don't have to read, right? Very happy. I can see your glowing faces. Kati khushi lekhu parne wala. Go on. Go on, Prasamsa.
Second paragraph is, now you have to listen me, right?
Listen to us, yes.
Introduction of integrative model. This means that the paragraph proposes developing an integrative model of intercultural competence that aligns with theoretical and empirical research.
Say that, read again slowly.
The paragraph purposes developing an integrative model of intercultural competence that aligns with theoretical and empirical research.
Okay. The writer talks about integrative model spelling of alliance, ALIGN, alliance, theory,
Theoretical and empirical
and
research.
experience. Look, the writer says the models that he is proposing will connect theory and experience. The present models are fragmented because they do not connect theory and experience. Now, the model that they are proposing, they will connect theory and experience. Empirical means based on experience. Go on.
And there is 3 level of analysis, and that is
How many levels of analysis are there?
3.
3. Go on.
Individual system, episodic system, and relational system.
Have you written them? Okay. Individual system, episodic system, relational system. What is individual system?
The level focuses on individual characteristics that facilitate competent interaction in line with social norms.
Read it slowly.
The level focuses on individual characteristics that facilitate competent interaction in line with some
Focusing
norms.
on individual characteristics. Simply. Focusing on what? Individual characteristics of communication competence. Individual system. What is the next?
Episodic system.
Explain that.
It considers features of a specific interaction, including both.
Considering features of specific interaction. What does episode mean? A television serial has 50 episodes, right? You can watch 10th episode. Episode means particular. Episode means Particular. Read that definition again, slowly.
It considers features of a specific interaction.
Okay. Focusing on specific communication. What is episodic? Focusing on specific communication. For example, if you watch my video this afternoon on YouTube and you analyze how we two communicated with you this morning, will that be individual system or episodic?
No,
Shall be episodic because you are focusing on this particular class. But if you focus not on our communication ability, but only my ability, will that be episodic or individual? Individual.
Third one is relational system.
What is that?
This level encompasses components that add competence across all relationships, not
No,
just
I didn't get it. Say it slowly.
This level in
From beginning.
relational system. This level.
Class, listen carefully. Yes, this.
This level encompasses components that add competence across all relationships.
Component that?
Across all
No, they are
relationships.
missing a word. Component that?
Add.
Spelling of
Competence.
add?
AID.
Okay.
Competence across all relationships, not just specific interaction.
And what do you name this?
Relational system.
Okay. What is relational? Relational, you can draw a figure. Component 1, component 2, component 3, component 4. Now, okay, suppose you watch my video and you compare my communication competence with her communication competence in relation. You compare the teacher's communication with student's communication. Will that be individual system or episodic system or relational system?
Relational system.
Relation, because you are considering student's competence in relation to teacher's competence. You might be considering what extra things the teacher explains, what things he was missing. That is called relational
system.
model system. What is the fourth one?
Building upon each level.
Oh, there are three only, right?
Yes, and
Then
this is
explain that one. Building upon this level.
each level builds upon the previous one with the
Individual system develops into episodic system. Episodic system develops into relational system. Go on.
with the relational system encompasses the logic and prediction of the individual and
Explain that.
episodic system.
Explain that. Say it, read it slowly.
Like
Read it
there is
slowly.
proper logic and prediction.
Read that sentence again slowly.
With the relational system encompasses the logic and prediction of the individual and episodic system.
Okay, see the point. Vidya, draw this. Can you focus the camera here, please? Individual, please help me. Episodic, relational. Can I read the sentence again? Read the sentence again. It's alright. It's alright. Read the sentence again. It's fine.
Each level builds upon the previous one with the relational system encompassing the logic and prediction of the individual and episodic system.
This system can predict about this system and this system. It encompasses the logic
And
prediction of these two. It means relational system encompasses individual and episodic, and relational system builds upon episodic. Episodic system builds upon individual. Individual communication system develops into episodic. Episodic communication system develops into relational. Relational communication system encompasses episodic as well as individual system. Next.
propose or propositional.
What is that? Explain.
This means the propositions within the model aim to outline a theory of interpersonal competence in intercultural
Wait a minute, you're
context.
reading too fast. Read it slowly.
The proposition within the model aim to outline a theory of interpersonal competence in intercultural
Okay, they
context.
are these writers or this model. What does the model do? What does the model do? It outlines a theory of
Interpersonal competence.
interpersonal communication competence. The three models, I repeat, the three models outline a theory of interpersonal communication competence. Move ahead.
And in intercultural context and provide practical advice. And when we go the last one, practical guidance. Practical guidance by analyzing intercultural situation, interaction can use the proposition to enhance their competence in those encounters.
Okay. Have you ended the presentation? Is it finished?
Yes.
Did somebody should know we have done?
Yes.
Okay, give her a big hand. She read, she developed slide, she came, she faced my intervention, my interference, she didn't lose her confidence, she had patience, right? She is developing as a good presenter. Once again, give her a big hand. And your job is, hello, look at me, look at my class. In the other class I taught this morning in BBA, yes, I have explained certain things which she didn't explain. Watch that video and write what things she missed and what things I explained in the class and bring that in class tomorrow. Once again, watch the video of the other class, okay? I have made some explanation, particularly, listen to me, hello. I have talked about literature review in that class. Okay, write a question. Write a question. Write a question. Wait a minute.
You can use this.
Write a question. Watch May 22 video for BBA, yes? Watch May 22 video for BBA, yes? And write what you understand by literature review, comma, critiquing, critiquing. What do you understand by literature review, comma, critiquing, 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 comma, knowledge gap, comma, identifying the niche. These are very special terms in research. Identifying, identifying the niche, NICHE, comma, occupying the niche, OCCU, PYING, occupying the niche, NICHE, comma, APA style, A.P.A. style, capital A dot capital P dot APA style, comma, MLA style, capital M dot capital L dot capital A dot MLA style, comma, in text citation, IN TEXT, text. Oh God, you are not studying, you are a, what you call, timekeeper. We have a timekeeper. Thanks, we have a timekeeper. Wait a minute. If it is tough, I'll take even 10 minutes more. Be careful. Okay. IN TEXT, text, CITATION, citation, and and plagiarism. Plagiarism. I have explained these things in that video, and you will bring in writing. Hello, you will watch the video and answer these concepts, explain these concepts, and show me tomorrow in class. Thank you. Thank you.